Hi, in this section of the video, I will be explaining about operators. So operators are required to do the operation between the operand. So suppose you want to add few things, you want to do the concatenation, you want to do the addition, subtraction or any kind of operation. That is a place where operators are required. Then I will cover control. Controls are basically how will you control your calculation, how will you control your statements, how will you control your flow of the logic. So suppose you are making a program, so to achieve a business requirement, so how will you control that flow, that I will explain. Then I will explain more about classes. So let's start. So Java operator, you can see that there are a lot of operators. So if I want to categorize them, they are basically unary operator, which works on single operand. So let me tell you the example. Suppose you want to add 3 plus 5. So you want to add 3 and 5, and so to add it, plus is the operator and 3 and 5 are the operands. So once you add it, 3 plus 5, the result is 8. So this is kind of a binary operator. So there are type of operator, a unary operator that was on single operand. Then we have arithmetic operators, which are like plus, minus, division, uh, left shift, right shift kind of things. And we have some relational operator, like if you want to compare uh, if you want to compare two operands, so you can, that is a place where you can use relational operators, that is like greater than, equal to, less than equal to, or equal to, greater than, or less than, or not equal to. Then we have some bitwise logical operator, like AND operation, OR operation. Then you will have some bitwise operation, bit AND operation and bit OR operation. Then we have some conditional ternary operator, where you are going to write the condition in the single line. Then we have some assignment kind of operator, where it is equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, those kind of things. So coming back to the old slide, previous slide. So here you will see that plus, minus, multiplication, division, percentage, and percent, and operator, or operator. There are many operators you can see here. So I will let's go to the practical example to see how those operator works. So let's open Eclipse as usual. Let's create one class. Let's give the name of that operators. So let's try with writing with main method, standard main method, so that whatever we want to do, we can test it. So let's first work on a unary operator. So unary operator is basically, suppose you have operand called x, so the operation like x plus 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 x, so these are kind of unary operator. So if you see here, unary operators are like plus plus x, minus minus x, plus x, minus x, negation of x, and negative of x. So let's work on that. So let's take one example of x is equal to 10. So if I do x plus plus, then let's see what is the value of x. Let's print it. You can see the value of x is 11. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's print this one, x plus plus. The value is 10. So you see the difference here. If I put here x plus plus and then printing x here, the value is 11. But if I do here the value is 10. Why? See what happens when I say plus plus. When I say plus plus, so what it does, it increments the value after assessing it. That's the reason you will see here plus plus. So now the value of x is let's see. So now the value of x is incremented by 1, but in this line it is not yet incremented. It's just printed and then incremented, and it is printing the already incremented one. So I am removing this one and doing plus plus x. So plus plus x, what happens? Plus plus x, when I say plus plus x, it first increments, then access it. So here if you see plus plus, you will be able to print 11 directly. Same thing applies with any unary operator. So if you are putting as a prefix, that operator as a prefix, so if you are putting as a prefix, it will first do the operation with whatever operator has been applied, then it will access the value of result value of that. In case of that operator, if it is put as suffix, then it will first access the value, then it do the increment or decrement or whatever operator you have applied. So that's the difference you need to understand between plus plus and plus plus x and x plus plus. Same thing it happens for minus minus as well. So if I say minus minus, so it will become 9. So if I say x minus minus, it will be still 10. So second time if you want to, if you will print, then it will become the result value of the previous operation. So let's talk about some other operators. So let's talk about arithmetic operators. So let's take example of int x1, which is say 10, and int y1 equal to 20. So if you want to print it x1 into y1, the value will be simple, the multiplication of these two. Same time, if you can use other operator like plus, minus, whatever you want. Let's talk about some example like what happens if I say x1 plus 10. It means that I am incrementing the value of x1 by 10 and assigning it back. So here the value of x1 is incremented by 10 and then assigned back to x1. So these operators are very much useful in your programming. So where you can do the operation and assign the back to the original variable. Okay, let's try to do some more about say logical operator. Logical operators are like AND, OR, XOR. So in Java we say that AND operation, OR operation, and then XOR operation that I am not going to cover here because these are very much used. So suppose what do you want to say that I want to say that system.out.println say x1. These are done. These are required to do the logical operation. So logical operation will have like result of when you are doing AND operation or OR operation. Suppose these are required to do the logical operation. So like true or false. So kind of Boolean activities. So if I say there is I want to mix the operators, say x1 equal to 10. So I want to print that is x1 is equal to 10. So I will say that x1 equal to 10. So the value will come something like false because now x1 is 20. So let's remove this so that I can get 10. So it is true. Then I say is x1 equal to 5. So first one came true, and the second one will come, it should come false. So what happens if I try to do the AND operation between these two statements? So first condition is x1 equal to 10, and then x1 equal to 5. So first one is true and second one is false. So true and false will always be false. So in the case of AND operation, if both are true, then only it will be true. In case of OR operation, if any one of them is true, then it will be true. So the result should come as false. Let's talk about few more operators. Let's talk about mod. So suppose you are doing some, I have given number in num is equal to 2382, for example. I want to see if that number is if I divide with 5, what will happen? So when I say number percent 5, it will give the modulus of 5. So how much it is remained? So that information will be given by this operator. We have tried out. So if I divide with 2382 with 5, the remainder will become 2. So this operator is used to find the remainders. Suppose if I am using this operator, so what it will do, it will be dividing this one, and this is the result of division, 476. But this is the integer division. Suppose I want to say that I want to get the float value of this. So this is the float value of that. So if I give without this, it means that I am doing the integer division. So these operators are very much useful. So as you start doing the programming, you will definitely need to do the operation of the float, double, integer, string concatenation. So for the string concatenation, we use the plus operator. Suppose I have one string called s1, which say my name, then second string say s2 is equal to is string s3 says equal to Shiv. So what will happen if I do s1 plus s2 plus s3? So it will become my name is Shiv. So basically it is doing the concatenation of all those strings. So anything, once you do the concatenation of a string in sysout, that is the string concatenation. If you want to do some some specific calculation that you have to put into the parenthesis. So suppose you want to give 3 plus 4, so it will become the result of 3 plus 5, sorry, 3 plus 5. So it will become the result of 3 plus 5. Let's talk about bitwise operation. So in case of bitwise operation, you will use something like and or. So suppose you have say this is to denote the binary value. Say I would say bit 1 equal to this one. Then I say int bit 2 equal to 0b 111. So if you know how this bitwise, how these bits are arranged, so 100 is nothing but that is 0 into 2 की power 0 plus 0 into 2 की power 1 plus 1 into 2 की power 2. So that is 0 plus 2 की power 1, that is 2 into 0 is again 0, and 1 into 2 की power 2 is 4. So total is 4. So this value is called 4. Same time this is 3. No, sorry, not 3. This is equivalent to 7. So what happens if you do bit 1 and bit 2? So if you do here 100 with 111 and operation, so what will become? It will become 111. So that is 0 and 1 sorry, our operation. So 0 1 will become 1 0 1 1 and 1 1 1. So if I do our operation, it should come, the value should come as, let's see, 7. So if I do AND operation, so in the case of AND operation, this will become 0, this will become 0, so it will become 4. So that's how bitwise operation works. So you can do AND or XOR, whatever operation you want to do, you can do this one. So bitwise operation are required in your programming language when you are trying to do some bit operation like and or you want to see some similarity, you want to do the equal, you want to do the equal of two parameters. Those places you can use bitwise operation. So Uh, Ternary operator is nothing but this is kind of a statement. So suppose I want to say if 1 equal to 2, then if 1 equal to 2, then print equal, otherwise print not equal. Let's see. Because 1 is not equal to 2, the value will come as a not equal. So this is how your ternary operator works. First one will be condition, then question mark, then if condition is met, then what is the first result? Otherwise, if condition is not met, what is second result? So this is how your ternary operator works. Okay, so let's see how your operator precedence works. So operator precedence are needed when you are doing set of operator, when you are doing multiple operators in one expression. So at that time you need to know that what is the order it gets evaluated. So on top you can see that parenthesis, anything written in parenthesis, that will be evaluated first in that expression, then unary operators, then your arithmetic operation, then plus minus, and finally and or operator. So logical and logical or operator. So there is difference between logical and bitwise and. So in the case of logical and, you will see double and percent. In case of uh, bitwise bitwise and, it will be single and percent. So if you see on right side, this is from high to low. So highest is your parenthesis and lowest is your or operation, logical or operation. So that way it will be evaluated. So let's take one example. So in this example, if you see here, the operation what it is trying to do, b is equal to, in bracket, y equal to I plus 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 1, then parenthesis closed, then less than int, that is 8. So what happens here, first it will be resolved parenthesis 1. Okay, so in parenthesis what will happen, first it is 5, so 5 plus plus will become 6. Okay, and then it is 7. 7 is assigned back to y, then y will be compared, that is 7 which is less than 8 or not. 7 is less than 8, so the value of b will become true. because it is less than 8. So let's see, I will put this state expression into our programming. So let's put, so the expression is int, so let's put it out, int b equal to, in bracket, y equal to, then let's try to put it, y is equal to I plus 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 1. So let's put int y is equal to, say for example it is y is equal to 5, y is equal to 5, and it is boolean. So it is y plus plus, then it is plus 1, then it is less than 8. So what will be the value of b? So if you execute, b is true. So if you try to execute, what is the value of y plus 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 1? So that is your 7. So it is 5 is incremented, but before doing addition of 1, it is assigned back to y, that is y is became 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 is less than 8. So you see that the what is the precedence of the evaluation of any expression. Okay.